their way across the blue vastness, from the Hoenn region to the Kanto region, in search of answers as to what has been happening to them.
Fairly nice weather for winter, no? Master, are you okay?
Yeah, I just didn't get much sleep.
And that is because? What is it, Master?
I would have thought you would read my mind.
I used to, but it's a little rude, wouldn't you say? Are you thinking about the League? Or the battle the other day? Shredder and Shade being attacked?
Gonna list everything that's going wrong?
I apologize, Master.
Nah, sigh, it's okay. I don't know. After all the crazy things that have been going on, I don't know what to feel like. I imagine you feel the same way, more or less.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little shaken up. I've also been having strange dreams, but I can hardly make sense of them.
Probably shock from the crazy things that happened at the League. What happened with you that day?
There has been this droning voice in my head for a while now. I think it is watching over me. The voice told me what that spear was that I destroyed.
And what was it again?
It was essentially a magical transmitter, through which some powerful being could manipulate the environment within the vicinity, or in this case,
the Rayquaza. Pretty clever of this evil guy to hide the sphere inside of the thing it was possessing. But you were able to kill the sphere after Shredder and Shade incapacitated Rayquaza. How?
I can't say. The power just rose up out of me and attacked the orb. One thing I do know is that I'm sure it's been inside of me my whole life. It was so foreign, so unknown to me, yet so familiar and well in place. Havoc on board.
You sure you want me to?
Duh.
Son, I don't think...
Now let's do it! Okay, I'm hurt.
Why would you go along with that?
He asked me to. Let this be a lesson to you, son. The best time to attack is when your opponent leaves themselves defenseless and wide open.
Could you have just told him that?
Actions speak louder than words.
That's odd, since you're so loudmouthed.
Good one.
Don't you just love the watery scent of the swaying ocean?
As much as I like the sea, I wouldn't complain if we got to this pallet town sooner.
Are you worried?
Just a little anxious. For whatever reason, these diamonds formed on our chests. I know things are about to get complicated. Be honest, Shredder. What can this Professor Oak tell us about these things that Birch wasn't able to?
I don't know. But then again, I'm not a world-renowned Pokémon professor.
So, do those gems hurt?
Not really.
They do feel incredibly bizarre.
I thought it was really, really cool how you guys totally owned that green dragon Pokemon at the League.
Well, it's not as simple as that.
I'm serious! You guys were flying all over the place! Dad shot laser beams like pew pew, and you were like an arrow, and then Sai was all...
Hi guys, what are we flapping our lips about?
Dusty, what on earth are you doing here?
Hey, you're the ones who left me back in Oldale with Justin and Rachel. I can't believe Cal forgot me.
Dusty, you're gonna get Cal in trouble.
What are you talking about?
Trainers can only have like 6 Pokemon with them at one time. Didn't you know that?
Huh? Well, last time you asked me if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
What?
I've been watching Pyro play a lot of video games lately. It's gotten to me.
Hunter, can you please take Dusty back to the cabin?
Okay.
Go straight to the room!
Roger that. Hunt, wanna go exploring?
But my parents told us to go back to the room.
Come on, dude, what's the harm?
Okay, just don't do anything stupid.
Back at ya.
Pyro, please come back to the cabin. We really shouldn't be out of our Pokeballs.
Torpedo, chill, alright? What's the worst that can happen by walking around for a bit?
2 Pokemon. 2 talking Pokemon without a trainer is gonna attract attention.
And then what? We'll get arrested, taken to the slammer? Come on, lighten up, man.
How can you stay so calm? It wasn't enough that some being is trying to kill us all, but Shredder and Shade were attacked last night by a bunch of freaks.
Tor, you can't go about your days paranoid. If something happens, you deal with it when it happens, right?
Still, don't you think Cal is gonna get angry at us for leaving our Pokeballs?
Meh, he never said we couldn't leave.
He never said we could leave either.
Blah, 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 blah. Come on, let's check this ship out. It seems pretty fancy.
Oh. Whoa, look at all the people in Pokemon.
Yeah, this place is packed.
What's going on over there?
Aw, sweet!
Bubble Beam style you!
Double team ninjas! Leech Life!
Recover! Now!
Ninja, use agility, then Fury Cutter!
Rapid Spin, go! Now, Water Gun!
Get up, quick!
And that's how you do it.
Oh no, I can't believe this! Return, Ninja.
That's 3 wins in a row, baby. Come on, who's next?
Cal would beat that kid easily.
Huh? Whose Blaziken is that? Oh, an attitude, huh? Okay then. Lloyd Screen, then tackle! Water Gun!
You think I'm scared about being a little wet?
It can talk?
There's nothing to see here. It's just a man in a Blaziken costume.
Dude, you know you're a Pokemon too, right?
Whoa! A wise guy, huh?
Store you! Reflect!
So, what about the seed you like the most?
It's vastness. And the feeling of wonder and mystery that it evokes. It's endearing in that way. It's almost like a blank canvas.
A canvas you can just project your imagination onto, right?
What about you?
The ocean. It's almost conscious in the sense that it has emotions just like us. It might be angry and violent, or frigid and motionless.
And right now?
Right now? The Rava cold water sways calmly and quietly, with subtle peace. You know, There are those whose emotions and the ocean's status are one and the same.
Like Torpedo. He was one of the wild Wingull in his flock who shared his emotions with the sea and weather. He'd always get so worked up whenever a heavy storm was approaching, or when bodies of water would become unsettled.
Now, who was the first Pokemon Cal caught? Torpedo or Psy?
Torpedo. Not long after he was caught, he told me about how he was sort of the one the other Wingull his age picked on, partly for being able to read.
I didn't know that.
I asked him what it was like being taken from the wild. I asked him if he was going to miss his parents. He said yes, very much, but supposedly it's honorable to attack a human-owned Pokemon, even if it's out of jealousy, to sort of challenge the risk of being caught, to show one's courage. But I'm sure you're familiar with the ideals of wild Pokemon, huh?
Not really. I never had any interest of proving my bravery. The only thing my family worried about was finding something to eat on the streets of Rustborough City every night.
You never told me you grew up in the city.
Well, after you guys took me in, I spent most of the journey through Holland trying to forget about my past.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. I'm not very good at forgetting things anyway.
Inside now! Alright, you want to tell me what you two boneheads were doing out there?
Master, come on, we were just looking around.
And by looking around, you mean getting into fights without a trainer's supervision?
Do you two realize the trouble you could have gotten us in?
I told this wanker here to come back to the room, Master.
You were involved in that battle as well, Torpedo.
Besides, why do Shredder, Shade, and Psy get to be out of their Pokeballs, huh?
Because they're the ones involved in these paranormal happenings.
Listen, Tweeterbrains, the last thing we want right now is attention drawn to us. Not while we're trying to sort this mess out.
Or is it because you're afraid to show your face because you're lost? Master, I'm so sorry.
Torpedo,
I didn't...
it's fine.
Tor, who are you to talk anyway? I mean, you totally sucked during the Hoenn League.
Shut up, Pyro.
Master, you were not alone. You may have been sent home, but it was us who failed you.
Sai, don't think like that. You guys never fail me. Never could. I mean, if we lose at anything, we're all at fault.
But it doesn't even matter because we didn't technically lose.
Yeah, we only got disqualified because Shredder and Shade had to both battle that legendary Pokemon. I mean, otherwise we'd be all rolling in our graves by now.
We shouldn't let a misjudged disqualification stop us, right?
I agree. Who's that Pokemon?